Hello everyone. It is time for chair yoga, and this is going on our third week now. So I know I've missed you all as always, but it's really good to be able to come together this way and just share this time together, even though it's virtually. So I'm really hoping that everyone had a wonderful weekend. And if you celebrated Easter, that you had a joyful Easter. Here in Virginia, it was just gorgeous, and then we had the crazy storm. So hopefully everyone was safe and there wasn't much damage done to you around your house. And so just being thankful for those things that we do have. And if it did bypass you and you just got a little excitement for Sunday night or Monday morning, hope you're all well. Let's see. And today we're going to go again through our chair yoga. Again, if you're new, this is chair yoga. We'll be using our chair, and you need a chair that's comfortable and not going to slip from underneath you. If you do have a yoga mat, you can always place one underneath the chair, and that helps it from sliding. All four of the legs should be on the chair. If you're on carpet, usually it doesn't slip, but just test the chair out and just make sure that it's not going to slip from underneath you. If you're going to be, when we hold it back or when we're doing our standing poses. And again, just a thought on the standing poses, if you need to stay seated, I'll try and guide you through this, but if you need to stay seated, do stay seated. And we will continue with the standing poses, and I will try and verbalize just how to continue doing this in a chair. So if we go into tree standing, both feet pressing into the floor, and when we come and begin to focus on standing on one leg, then press more on that leg, for example, if it's the right. And as we bring the left leg out, you can bring the left leg out and press your toes down. We're going to be opening up and the torso stays nice and still. So know that throughout this practice you can modify and adjust. You can stay seated. And even if we are seated and you want to do a pose standing and you've done yoga before and you know how to do it, then use the chair to help stabilize you, and maybe do come into a standing position if you'd like. So if we come into our forward folds, right, and our arms are down, if you're not feeling as much of a stretch as you like, and you know you can do a forward fold, you can always come out of your chair, hold on to it, and then come down. Use the chair to help support you. Okay? And you'll still feel this, you'll feel now this to the hamstring if you choose to stand. Alright, the tailbone reaches up. And begin to relax the head, knowing where the head needs to be. So if you have any heart issues, know that the head may need to be above the heart, or at least in line with the heart. So if we come forward, prepare posture may be where you come, knowing that the head needs to stay in line with the heart. And this is where you stay. Feet need to press into the floor, nice 90 degrees, good support, tailbone reaches back slightly as the top of the head reaches forward. Nice active torso here, active feet supporting the body in this position. And breathe. You must be able to breathe. Anytime you're in chair yoga, any yoga, breath work is essential. You must be able to flow effortlessly, breathing into the poses. If you find that your breath becomes inhibited, it becomes labored, or you begin to pause and hold the breath, know you should come out of a pose, come back to your breath. Modify the pose can be just coming into a resting position with your feet gently on the floor, rooting and surrendering into the earth, lifting up, opening up through the torso, through the chest, lungs. Have the biggest capacity as you open up, shoulders come back, and breathe. That can be your modified pose. If we're in a pose that you can modify differently, for example, we come into a lunge, and your knee, it doesn't want to come back, say it's a bit tight here, then just know that you can bring that foot out and lift. I mean, for the lunge, we hope to try and get a nice stretch through the hip flexors, through the psoas muscles. So use yourself, use the arms to help support the torso, and even just get the lift of the torso to be active. Nice, long, straight spine, and adjust. You can always use a block to adjust and modify. All right, so when we come into our lunge, know that you can adjust wherever you need for that leg, the opening, wherever the hips allow. So it may be the hips that are not allowing for the adjustments. So if you have very tight hips, this may be difficult. Okay? Eventually, with work and practice, maybe the hips will begin to loosen, but it could be months. Okay? It may not be during the practice that the leg can come back and stretch, opening up, lifting up, but at the same time, you need to be able to have strength in the leg to do this, to press the heel back and to press the front foot down. So knowing there's always modifications. Modifications can be just bringing that knee back, lifting up and coming back to your breath. Remembering you should be able to focus your breath and integrate the body where you need to be today. All right, integrating meaning using the strength in your muscles, in your legs, in your torso to be able to root to the floor and lift up to the top of to the heavens. So I will try and do my best to give you all the modifications for each of these poses wherever you are. Yoga is your practice, your yoga. All right, you controlling your mind, yoking, yoga meaning to have union or to yoke, so to combine, to bring together the mind and the body, the spirit. Okay, so that means you unsheath the true mind, the true body, all right? So not what you wish to be today, not what you were yesterday or what you hope to be tomorrow, but what you really are, where you really are, and accepting where you are. Right? With that, we work through, we accept, with joy, with gratitude, what we do have. So let us begin finding our comfortable seats, knowing, again, you have your blocks ready, maybe one behind you to remind you of good posture. Placing it behind you and lifting up, finding both sit bones comfortably into your chair. Shoulder blades are up and back. Press both feet into the floor. So hopefully you can get to the floor, or at least you're in a chair where your legs will reach, your feet will reach the floor, and press comfortably into the floor. As you press into the floor, your feet are parallel, knees are in line with those second and third toes. Your knees shouldn't be more than hip width apart. Shoulder blades are back. Lift up through the heart. Heart rises. The chin is parallel to the floor. Top of the head reaches up. Think of me there with a string on the top of your head pulling up gently. And as you do this, you'll feel your legs engage. Your hip flexors lifting up, opening up so you're not dropping the belly down and forward. Your shoulders are up and back. Nice straight spine, gentle curve to lower back. Lifting up nice and tall. Arms come up and out. Deep breath in again. If you have shoulder issues, you can always bend those elbows immediately and keep them there, not come all the way up. Exhale down, palms down, reaching out and down. Feel the shoulders pressing away from the ears. Inhale forward, palms are up. Deep breath in, lifting up, reaching up with the fingertips. Even the fingertips are active. Exhale, palms come down onto the lap. Lift up through the top of the head. Begin your breath work. 3-part breathing. And then we'll do our Ujjayi breathing. So first, begin to gently close the eyes. If more comfortable, gaze gently towards the floor. Begin to inhale through the nose. Exhale out the nose. As you inhale, lift the chest. Feel the extension of the belly. Belly rises. As you exhale, warm air exhales from the nostrils, shoulders drop, belly button presses gently back. Begin to focus on this breath. Notice the movement of the body, even allowing one hand on the chest and one on the belly. Ujjayi breathing. Transitioning to Ujjayi breathing. This is sometimes called ocean breath. And the tip of the tongue comes to the top of the palate right behind your front teeth. Once you reach the tip of the tongue to the forefront of the palate, begin to slide the tongue along the palate towards the throat. You'll feel a constriction in the throat. You'll hear the breath sounding maybe more like ocean waves. To some people it might be a breeze through the trees. I like to think of it as a seashell next to my ear. Continue to breathe through the nose and exhale out. Make the sound as loud as you can using that breath. You'll become a little bit more high-pitched. You'll begin to really focus the mind. Nice deep breaths. Focus on the breath. Centering the mind. One more cycle. Exhale out the mouth. Inhale through the nose. And then again out the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Pause. Exhale out the mouth. Pause. Inhale in the nose. Pause. Exhale out the mouth. Pause. Inhale, begin to open the eyes. Exhale out the mouth. Relax the shoulders, relax the face. Notice if you feel more alert. Notice if the lungs feel more awake. Keep focusing on the breath. Knowing that the breath is the most important part of your yoga practice. You must be able to flow, breathing effortlessly, flowing with the body and the breath. Arms come up, reaching up. Palms come together. Bring the elbows together. Bring the wrists together and clasp the fingers. Begin to rotate the wrists. Deep breath in. Through the nose if you can, and out the nose, maybe a little bit longer. Reverse the rotation. Bring the elbows up a little bit higher. Exhale, arms come forward, reaching forward. Inhaling, lifting up. Press the wrists away from you. Breathe. Remember, you can always bend the elbows for the shoulders. Exhale, hands come back. Lift up with the heart, coming forward gently. Feel the stretch through the shoulders. Breathe. Inhale, hands come forward. Press the palms out, wrists forward. Breathe. Shoulders down. Inhaling up. Exhale, we're going to drop the right hand down, lift up through the left, really opening up the left side. Think of yourself against a wall, an imaginary wall. Slide against that wall, coming over towards the right, stretching through the side of the body. Inhale, lift up, deep breath in, reach up. Exhale, switch, extend. Again, think of the imaginary wall. Breathe through the nose if you can. Inhale, lift, reach up. Both arms up, then exhale over. Really extend. Lift up through the heart. Try not to collapse the ribs down towards your hip bone. Breathe. Still lift, lift, lift. This is how it looks if you collapse. And now my ribs are almost against my hips. I need to lift up, reach up, actively through the fingers. Inhale, come back. Nice and tall. Exhale, reaching over. Lift up the heart. Maybe the chin looks up. Breathe. Inhale. Reaching up. One more time. Exhale, hands come down. Sitting up tall. Feel the shoulders rise, the heart rises. Keep the torso still and bring the chin down. Neck rotations. We inhale to one shoulder, bringing chin really close to the chest if you can. Maybe towards that shoulder. Exhale to center. Inhale to the opposite side. Exhale to center. Going at your own pace. Use your breath. Exhale. Remember to center. Inhaling to a shoulder. One more cycle. Back to center, keep chin close to the chest. And begin slowly to inhale up. Sitting up tall, bring the heels up. Feel the stretch to the top of the foot. Exhale it down, lift up the toes. Breathe, notice the shins engaged. Toes down, lift up the heels. Breathe, and toes come up. Both feet down, pressing, rooting. The left foot roots. Keep it nice and still. Try not to move the knee out to the side or in. And core begins to engage. Lift up through the torso. Right leg comes forward. Press the heel out. Active through the leg. Nice and active. Point, flex, and rotate the ankle all the way around. Try to make a nice full circle with the toe. And reverse the rotation. Feeling the warmth in that quadricep. It's tiring. You can always hold the leg if you need to. Core is gently engaged, helping to keep the leg up. Deep breath in. Press through the heel. Lift up a little bit higher. Breathe. Exhale it down. Press that right foot to the floor. Keep it engaged. Gently engage the core. Left heel comes up. Press it out. The left leg stays lifted. Point and flex the toes. Breathe. Dorsiflex and flex back. Extend. Holding the leg up. You can always support the leg with your hand and rotate all the way around. Breathe. Core is engaged, still lifting up through the torso, and reverse the rotation. How's the breath? Keep breathing. And down we go. Press both feet to the floor. Hands come onto the knees. Come forward just slightly. We're going to do our cat and cow. And angle it so you can see. Lifting up. Feet again pressing to the floor. Good posture. Arms come forward. Plant them onto your knees. And begin to press back into cat. So chin comes to chest. Belly button presses back. Feel the extension through the arm. Inhale, nice and tall. Hands slide back. Hold the chair. Exhale, forward. Cow. Inhale, lift. Slide hands to the knees. Exhale, back to cat. Sliding hands back. Chest, heart comes forward. Chin is parallel to the floor. Feet firm. Inhaling up. Exhaling, cat. 2 or 3 more cycles. Use your breath to guide you. Inhale nice and tall. Find Tadasana, your mountain pose. Pressing those feet again, parallel to each other. Knees are over the ankles. Pressing the feet to the floor. Feel the engagement begin through the tops of the feet, the arches. Quadriceps engaged, glutes engaged. Lifting you a little bit taller now through the torso, using all the muscles through the ribs, the lower, the lats, all the way up through the cervical spine, lifting through the neck, top of the head reaching up. Arms come out, extending fingers to the floor. Breathe, super active in your seated Tadasana. This is a foundational pose. Almost all yoga poses will have this activity, and I will try and remind you how the leg needs to be active. Even if you have one leg on the floor, Tadasana, you need to root to the floor, to the earth. Breathe, using the core as your center of gravity. Solar plexus, here is where you find stability. Inhaling, arms come up. Deep breath in, gentle twist to the right. Left hand down by the right knee. Right hand comes to the back of the chair. Lift up, still nice and tall, the torso. Reaching up. Deep breath in, maybe on your next exhale. Looking back. Chin reaches over that right shoulder. Breathe. Inhale, reaching up, realigning the spine, exhaling, opposite side, right hand to left knee, left hand to the chair, lifting up nice and tall, those feet, the legs still planted firmly. On your next exhale, maybe looking back, holding it here, feel the stretch of the ribs, gentle twist of the spine. Inhale, realign. A little bit deeper here if you'd like, or stay as you were. Exhale, left hand to right. Right arm comes back, reaching back. And gently, maybe the cervical spine will come around. Add that little extra twist if available for you today. Breathe. Plant the feet to the floor. Feel the activity through the legs. Inhale, realign. Lift up the hands. Exhale to the opposite side. And this side, left arm maybe will go all the way back. Reach, reach, reach. And maybe the cervical spine on your exhale will begin to look back. Feel even the heart reaching back towards that extended arm. Breathe. Inhale, deep breath in. Realign the spine. Exhale, arms come out, swan dive to prepare posture. Hands come to your knees. Extend the spine. Think of each vertebrae opening up as the top of the head comes forward and your tailbone reaches to the back of the chair. Breathe. Side to side movements. Notice how each side of your body feels. Inhale. Begin to press the feet to the floor. Arms come out to the side. Reverse swan dive. Lifting up. Upward salute. Breathe. One more time. Prepare posture. You can stay here or you can come into a forward fold. Use the block behind you. If you have an extra block, bring it in front of you. Holding. Maybe bringing the heart down. Maybe not. Maybe the head needs to stay in line with the heart and you need to stay in prepared posture. You can widen the legs for your breath. If it's more comfortable, if the breath flows easily, open up the legs. If it doesn't matter, keep the legs closer. Feel the stretch through the lower back. If you can, come down. Allow maybe the hands to come to the floor. Even if you're in prepared posture, we're going to move right to left. So bringing our hands to the right foot, reaching, reaching, extending. Maybe the left hand will reach towards that right hand. Breathe, come back to center. Inhale, tall, lengthen the spine. Exhale towards the left foot, reaching over. Maybe the right hand will reach over and grab onto the left wrist or hand. Breathe, keep breathing. Come back to center. Deep breath in, exhale, relax. Again, this is where if you feel like it, you can come to the chair, come out of the chair and just allow yourself a deeper stretch as you use the chair to help you stably come into a deeper forward fold. Wherever you're at, accepting that. Breathe. If you're even in chair, press that tailbone back. If you are standing, press the tailbone up. Slowly coming up, use the chair or the block wherever you're at. And come up into upward salute, reverse swan dive. Deep breath in, exhale, bring the hands back. Press the shoulders back towards each other. Chest is lifting, elbows at about a 90 degrees. Fingers are open and wide. Extend out and down. Reaching for the chair. We're going to come into our wide leg. Nice wide legs. Notice the knees should still maintain the position in alignment with the second and third toes. Opening up wide. Feel good posture. Notice the gentle curve of your lower back. The heart rising. Top of the head reaching up. Arms come up. Temple. Exhale, goddess. Breathe. Extend out, 5-pointed star. Press those hands out and away, opening the chest. Temple. And exhale down, Grabbing the chair, we're going to come into our lunge towards the right leg. So we're going to twist around, bringing that right leg over so the hips are now parallel to the side of your chair. Use the block if you need to. And bend that knee and place that knee on the block. Adjust yourself so that you're as comfortable as you can in your lunge. All right, once you've found that your sit bone is still on the chair comfortably, your front leg, your right leg is 90 degrees so the knee is over the ankle. Begin to extend the left leg back. Again, you may stay with the knee down or even slightly forward if that's where you are today. And adjust yourself. Remember, you can be dynamic. This is your practice. I'm here to guide you. And open up. Opening up through the hip flexors as much as your body allows today. Listen to the body. Breathe. Lift up through the torso. You should be, again, good posture. You shouldn't be forward. You shouldn't be too far back. You should feel the gentle curve of the lower back here. Breathe. Lifting up the left arm, reaching up. Now you get a full extension from the pinky finger all the way down to either your knee or to your heel. Maybe the opposite arm. Front leg is strong. You can almost lift from the chair. Breathe. Exhale. We're going to come into our side angle. We're going to bring the right arm down. Left arm comes forward, down, around, 360. Follow maybe with your eyes as it reaches up and over. Breathe. For those who are strong, who have the strength in their legs and in their upper body, you may be able to extend the hand down. Breathe. Really pressing your right elbow into your right thigh. Fingers are strong. Bend that right elbow again. Come around. With that left hand, come back. Lift the torso. Adjust the back foot if it's extended. And bring it out about 45 degrees. Your right foot is still pressing back 90 degrees. So that left arm comes out, right arm comes forward. Now you're in your warrior two. Look over the second and third fingers. Just notice how the cervical spine feels, lifting up through the top of the head. You're not charging, you're not retreating back. Nice and tall, breathe. Reverse warrior. Bring that back hand down towards the thigh. Front hand, palm comes forward. Lift up, reach up. Press that right foot to the floor. Good foundation. Breathe. Holding it here. Focus on your breath. Exhale. Front hand comes down. Lift up, warrior two. Breathe. Coming into our triangle in chair. We're going to reach forward and then down. Maybe find the shin and then lift up the arm. Again, any issues with the shoulders, that arm can come up and around, binding behind your lower back. Otherwise, lift up and your chest is open, both arms are out. You can use the shin to support you. And maybe, if the cervical spine allows, for the chin to come up and look up at the head. Again, you can always bring the arm down, you can always bring the chin down and look forward or even down towards the right knee. Exhale, ready, we're going to come up. Use the strength in the legs, help lift up through the torso. Warrior two. Come forward, back into our lunge. Maybe you're going to pin that knee and start to relax that back leg. Lifting up through the torso, reaching up. Exhale. Exhale, hands come down. Begin to bring that right leg forward. Wide legs. Opening up and relaxing the hips. Windshield wiper the knees. One forward down, maybe the other. Listen to the body wherever you're at. Coming back, nice wide legs. Opening up through the chest. Alignment of the feet. Press the feet to the floor. Really feel the thighs working to press back. Arms come up, reaching up again. Goddess immediately if you need to. Temple, goddess. Extend out, 5-pointed star. Exhale down to the other side. Begin to find your lunge with the left leg forward now. Knee again is over the ankle. Find that position, adjust yourself. Take this time to get yourself into the position. Use your breath with the movement. Inhaling tall. Exhaling, shoulders drop. Inhaling, maybe this side will allow you to extend the leg. Reaching with the heel, nice and long. Pressing that front foot to the floor. Left foot, left knee is over the left ankle. Feel the strength in the legs. The heart is reaching over that left knee. Hold the chair as you need to. Right arm comes up. Feel the stretch to the right side of the body. Lift up through the right fingers. If you feel comfortable here, maybe the left hand will reach up. Full crescent lunge. Breathe. Maybe the chin will reach up closer to the ceiling. Eyes look to the fingers. Exhale. We're going to come into side angle. Left arm comes down. Right arm, 360, comes down, up and around. You can bend the elbow as you need to. And then reach forward towards that wall that the knee, the left knee is pointing to. And reach, reach, reach. Maybe if the neck, the cervical spine allows, begin to look up at that finger. Again, you can have that knee bent. You can bring that elbow and shoulder and the right hand behind you and bind in case you have any issues with the shoulders. Breathe. Holding it here. Feel that shoulder blade pressing back against an imaginary wall. Nice long line from fingertips to heel or to your knee, whichever one is the extension. And coming to warrior two, bring the right hand down, back, lift up the torso, and then the left hand reaches up. Try and bring those shoulders down. I like to say bring the palms up, helps the shoulders come down, and then bring the palms down. Lifting up nice and tall. You're going to look towards those front two fingers. The back leg is adjusting, so 45 degrees. It comes out maybe a little further away from the body. That right knee is still pressing back. You should be able to see your big toe. If you look down, you'll see your big toe just to the side of the knee. And breathe. Reverse warrior. You're going to bring the right hand down towards your right thigh. Left hand comes palm up, reaches up. Extend. Now really extend through the left fingers. Feel the stretch through the left ribs, left upper hips. Breathe. Holding it here. Coming to warrior two. Lift up through the heart. Exhale, come forward. Strong legs. Strengthen the legs. Deep breath in. Shoulders are down. Reaching forward. Getting ready for coming to our crescent lunge. Arm comes down. Reaching down. Bring that heel back. Right heel up and back. Hips are forward now. So we were open with the hips before. Now we're coming forward with the hips parallel to the side, extending through the hip flexors again, reaching up into our crescent lunge. Lift up if you feel comfortable. Again, you can do the 90 degrees for the shoulders. Exhale, hands come down, reach, and then begin to bring that left leg forward, unwind. Hips are now parallel to the front of your chair. Wide legs still, and allow for the opening. Windshield wiper relaxing. Breathe. Coming back together, feet together. Arms come up. Upward salute, bend the elbow if you need to. Exhale, come down, forward fold. Again, prepare posture if you'd like. Widen the legs if you need to. Breathe. Find your block. And you can stay in chair, or we'll come out of chair using the block. Or if you prefer using the chair, you can come up and then get into your forward folding with the chair in front of you. So deep breath in, press your feet to the floor, begin to lift the hips and find a gentle movement. Here we go. Of the hips side to side. Again, you can stay in chair. Come forward slightly. Begin to feel the extension through the hamstrings as the tailbone reaches up towards the ceiling. And as you relax, use your exhale to come a little bit lower. Bending one knee at a time. Try not to lock the knees. Keep that circulation flowing. Keep compression from occurring at the knee, at all the joints. Bending the knees, use your block. We're going to slowly come up. So reaching up into a standing position. Maybe hands are on your thighs. Chin is to chest. Slowly come up. Take your time. Shoulders up and back. Coming to your chair. Holding on to the chair. We're going to come into our standing pose, tree. We're going to stand up tall. Again, if you're in chair, sit in chair. Find your Tadasana chair. Move the leg out. Holding it there. Toes onto the floor. So finding your Tadasana. Feet maybe about fist width apart. Engage your core. In standing, you'll feel the kneecaps pop up, the quadriceps are engaged. Tailbone gently. It's just pressing gently down, but still trying to maintain the gentle curve of your lower back, your natural curve, shoulders up and back, holding the chair. Breathe. Feel the rooting of the feet, feeling all 4 points of your foot into the floor. Begin to lift up maybe the right heel. Left foot begins to engage to the floor. Keep the rooting. Keep the hips engaged. Slight bend of that left knee. Chair can be right in front of you, so you can have both hands on that chair. Breathe. Begin to lift maybe the toe off of the floor. Right knee is up. You can stay on the floor. Right foot can stay on the floor, and that is your tree. Exhale, maybe that knee comes out. Nice opening here. Try and keep the hips in line. Try not to sway the hips over. Keep them in line with the knee. Because once you start doing this, then you start twerking at the knee. Bring maybe the foot to the ankle, maybe up to the calf. Never on the knee. I'm never pushing the knee out. Holding here, feel the strength in the leg, lifting up through the top of the head. Find a focal point in front of you to help focus. If you're holding on to the chair, Feel the strength in the leg. Maybe one arm comes up. Reach up. Really open. Feel even the fingertips reaching up. Core is engaged. Deep breath in. Exhale. Down. Into prayer. Knee comes forward and down. Shake it out. Opposite side. Find your Tadasana. Engagement. Slight micro bend of the knees. The shin comes forward just a little bit. Breathe. Lifting up the left heel. Really keep the right engaged. Feel the glute engaged. Core engaged. Chest rising. And begin to lift up your left knee. Again, you can keep that left toe on the floor. It doesn't have to come up. If you're in chair, you're lifting the leg. And you're then maybe bringing it out to the side. Finding a spot maybe on the ankle, the floor, the ankle. You can even use a block to place a block right next to the foot that's standing. And maybe place the toe a little bit higher. This helps to bring that knee up a little higher, opening it up. Standing or in chair, you can place that block. Breathe. Slight bend in that right knee. Holding onto the chair, maybe one arm will come up. Breathe. Maybe the other arm. Again, knowing each side can be so different. Stability might be better on one side than the other. And notice this, accept this. Find that focal point if it helps for balance. Keep the engagement of the leg. Bring that left leg forward. Palms come down. Grab the chair and drop the leg. Shake it out. Breathe. Holding on to the chair. We're going to step back. If you are seated in chair, you're going to bring the block forward in front of you. And then you're going to just come forward into either prepare posture using the block and extend the arms out. So if you are standing, we're going to press the tailbone back. Arms come forward, head comes through into our down dog. Mindful of the knees, try not to lock the knees in chair. The block is forward. Your knees are slightly wide to allow, and then allow yourself to come through and allow the head to come through the arms. It might be best to have it on the highest level of the block. Coming forward, really opening up through the chest and dropping it down. Inhale, we're going to lift up in chair, just come into prepare posture. For those that are standing, press the feet to the floor, slight bend of the knee, bring the tailbone down, begin to straighten the body while you're still being supported by the chair. This is why it's important that the chair doesn't slip from you. So we're coming into our plank. Holding in here, you should be feeling the triceps working. Maybe the wrists are bothering you. You can always, it makes it a little bit more work, but easier on the wrists to come onto the chair, like so, into our plank. Breathe. We're going to do a push-up. We're going to chaturanga. Bend the elbow, and then come right back up. Breathe. Again, you can use the top of the chair, or you can use the seat of the chair. Core is engaged, belly button is in, pressing towards the spine. Again, Tadasana, feel the legs strong, slight bend in the knees though. Exhale, chaturanga. Breathe, inhale up. Press the tailbone up, bending, hinging at the hips. Find your down dog. Bring the head through the upper arms. Slight bend of the knees. Feel this
stretch through the tailbone, through the back. Gentle engagement of the core. Inhale. Prepare posture. Walk your feet forward. Slowly, one vertebrae at a time, starting from the lower lumbar. Come up, chin is the chest. Last thing up is your chin. Breathe, shake it out. Coming back to chair. Find your strap. Forgot to mention your strap. You need your strap. So if you need your strap, I'll give you a few seconds to get it if you haven't gotten it, or get a belt or a resistance band. If you don't have one, it makes it a little bit more difficult, but you can still do the stretch. You just hold your legs up and then reach them out and around. All right, so it's not imperative that you have this strap, but it does make it a little bit more convenient. So as we prepare ourselves with this strap, we're going to just be stretching the legs and knowing how important it is that we stretch through the hip flexors. If we're sitting a lot at home and watching TV or on the computer or something, this is where you start to find that your hip flexors, your psoas, begins to get real tight. Because we're sitting in this position, they're not being flexed, they're not being used, so they're tightening up, they're starting to stick. So a lot of the connective tissue starts to stick, and we just need to open that up and stretch it out. So it's really helpful to stretch this area, which we did with our warrior twos, with our lunges, so that as we get older, we're not so tight here that we start to come forward. If we're tight here, we're going to come forward. So we need to stretch so we can have good posture, and that as we get older, we don't start to walk with more of a curved back. Good posture helps to extend, it helps to strengthen the muscles in the back, it helps to protect the lower back from lower back pain. So always good to really utilize the muscles that we have. And if you sit a lot, remember to come out of that and stretch it out. And you can even do it in chair like we just saw, stretching through. All right, hopefully everyone has their straps or something that can be used like a strap. And we're going to bring up the right knee, bring it in, squeeze it into the abdomen. Find the strap, the base of the right toes, and extend forward. Again, if you don't have a strap, you can always just use the hands to lift, but remember to try and keep the torso up. Try not to collapse the torso. I want nice deep breaths. Lift up a little bit higher. Use your breath. Exhale up. Grabbing on the right. We're going to extend out to the right. Try and keep that left knee. Good foundation here. Opening up through the hip. Last bit of stretch through the hips. Heart still reaching forward. Inhale up. Deep breath in. Switch hands. Extend over. Breathe. You should feel the stretch in the IT band, all the way up to the medial glutes. Lifting up tall. A little extra twist you can add here is bringing the right hand out and reaching back. So bring it to the block or to the ankle to the knee. And just notice how the knee feels. There shouldn't be any pain. Shouldn't be any pain in the hips. You should be feeling the stretch in the hips. Let me angle myself so you can see right here is where you should be feeling it. And we're going to exhale gently, coming forward, only as far as is comfortable for you. Everyone will be different. Breathe. Extend through the top of the head. Feel the opening of the back, lower back. Top of the head reaching forward. And slowly inhaling up. Breathe. Take your time. Coming in, squeeze it in, point, flex the toes, rotate in both directions. And drop it down. Opposite side, bring that left knee in. Right foot planted firmly into the floor. And begin to extend through that left foot. Press that heel out, maybe lifting as high as you can. Exhale, bring it out, reach over to the side, lifting up through the torso. Again, try not to collapse, but lifting tall. Deep breath in, and exhale back to center. Inhale, tall, switch hands, right hand presses the left foot across, feel the IT band to maybe get a little extra twist here. You can bring that left arm out, reaching back, twisting the heart around. Feel the stretch through the spine, gently twisting, breathing. Inhale, unwind. Lift that foot back up to center, bend gently the knee, and pigeon on this side. So you can place it on the block. Each side can be different, so you may have used it or may not use it on this side. And or place the left ankle onto your right thigh. Again, shouldn't be any pain. Yoga, there should never be any pain. Lifting up tall, 90 degree with the foot helps protect that knee if you feel any discomfort. So adjust as you need to. And then slowly begin to bring the heart forward, reaching the top of the head up. Press the tailbone towards the back of the chair and breathe. Deep breath in. Exhale it all out. You're welcome to move side to side or grab onto the chair, feel an extension as you press the tailbone back but the head reaches forward. Sometimes this helps to deepen the stretch if you need it. Inhale, begin to lift up, reaching forward, and inhale, lift up completely. Bring that knee in, squeeze, point flex, rotate the ankle, and drop it down. Shoulders, gentle stretch of the shoulder, bringing the hands out 3 feet apart, lifting up. Deep breath in, side bend to the right. Breathe. Inhale up to the left. Inhale. Slowly take your time. Just notice how you feel today, dropping it down. Maybe coming a little bit further apart. I'm going to come all the way back. You do what you can do. So maybe trying to keep both arms fairly straight. Inhale, tall. I need to rotate my hands to be able to come around in order to rotate at the shoulder and come back. Opening up through the chest. Feel the stretch in the shoulders. Breathe. And we're going to come up and around again. Inhale, lift up. Exhale through the toughest part. Breathe. Take it slowly and breathe through it. And dropping it down, drop the chin down. Allow the hands to relax. Gently move the chin to one shoulder, maybe an inch, then to the other shoulder, maybe just an inch. Just small movements. Breathe. Inhale, lift the chin, close the eyes, and come into your Shavasana. Notice the breath. Should be coming back to your natural breath, but before you come completely to that, take a deep breath in through the nose, out the mouth, cleansing breath. As you do this, really think of the belly button pressing in. Think of the diaphragm pushing the air out of your lungs. We're going to do it one more time and really blow all the old air out on your exhale. So inhale through the nose. Everything out the mouth, out of the lungs. Last time. Inhale. And begin to breathe naturally. On your next exhale, relax around the forehead, around the cheeks, around the eye muscles. Inhale, relax the lips, relax the tongue. Relax the neck, the shoulders, relax the glutes, the quadriceps. Feel the hands heavy on the thighs as they surrender completely. Even the knuckles begin to bend naturally. On your last exhale here, begin to relax the feet, surrendering them to the floor. Feel the toes relax completely. Breathe. Open your eyes. Exhale down into prayer. Chin comes to chest. Inhale, lift the chin. Opening the eyes. I thank you for coming today, for practicing with me, taking this time for yourself. Take that moment to remind yourself that we need time for ourselves, a time to be still, a time to be still in our mind and in our body. This time can help us to prioritize, to understand what is important, to put things into perspective, so that as you progress through the day, you might acknowledge those moments where you have control over what you do. To know, oh, you know, that really isn't that important. I shouldn't get angry about that. I'll hold my tongue. I'll fight another fight that's more important. And putting things into perspective. So many people are trying to do so much good, but we don't always get it right. And we just got to put ourselves into those people's shoes and say, you know, I think they're really trying, but they didn't get it right. But, you know, I'll acknowledge that they tried. So maybe get a perspective through this hour that you are to focus on yourself, focus on how you feel, to accept how you feel, so that you can go out and just be a better version of yourself. With that in mind, remembering always to think kind thoughts, speak kind words, and do kind deeds. The light in me sees and honors the light in each and every one of you. Namaste. Thank you. Have a wonderful day, and until Thursday, unless you want to do yin, which is completely on the floor tomorrow around 2:15. So I'll see you then, or just replay this whenever you want.